Hello everybody. I thought that tonight would be a good night to open up my perfectly working 12-inch GE type AUU non-oscillating fan just to clean the motor out and see how it's reacted to, well, being run after all these years. I had it opened up before. I replaced the cord and the head wire, as you can see, with new old stock, almost identical to the original. Instead of being a 2-wire, this is a 3-wire, has a ground in there. I just left the ground disconnected because it has a period plug on it. Now, this is a cast iron type motor. To get it open, you use a screwdriver. You'll find a little hole right here on this type of motor, and all you have to do is stick the screwdriver in and twist. And it pops it right off after you have all the screws out, of course. Then you can just slide the back end cap off, and there you can see the 4-pole motor. A little bit dusty. I have been using it. You see the bearing here is awful oily. That's how it should be. The drain hole there is clear. And what happens is the oil, when it comes in the bearing there through the wick, which you can see in the middle, it's popped up. And note, you should be very careful of is take the oil wick out before you put this rotor here back in through to the front. Just take those oil cups right off. Here, in fact, I'm going to take the shaft right out. There it is. There's this bearing look. That one looks good too. And I make sure to clean the oil holes there and everything. But my note is take the wicks out, because otherwise they will interfere with you putting the shaft back in and ruining your wick. Now this is cast iron too, this end housing. And here's my motor. As you can see, it's in excellent original shape. I have had all these windings out. I made a puller rig and pulled them right out. I was attempting to put the head wire connection inside the cover here, but there wasn't enough room for me to fit it in front of the windings, so I ended up making it right here. What a bummer. Oh well, it worked out pretty good. Everything went back in intact. This motor will run for hours without heating up. It's really in excellent shape. Now, something else that's good to know, when you're cleaning out these bearings, I generally like to use a Q-tip. You just kind of, well, be careful. You have your little spacers and everything. Don't lose them. Don't get them out of order. Keep them as you found them. But I just take a Q-tip. I clean all the dust and gunk away from the bearing to make sure it's nice and clear. You want all that out of there. And you want all these contaminants away from your oil to keep your oil clean, because clean oil will do a better job lubricating your bearings than dirty oil. You'll have longer bearing life. So until next time, you will see this fan here all cleaned up and running again, maybe later tonight. But this sucker's heavy. That's what makes this thing a good motor.